Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. Here on the Bitcoin chart, we're currently still tracking an unchanged bullish structure. That means even short-term bullish would allow for a B-wave rally in the red scenario. And price action is incredibly slow at the moment this week. There hasn't really been any change this week to any of the structures. Maybe here on the 15-minute chart, there have been some small adjustments, but overall the analysis is very consistent with previous updates, and we're still tracking the potential for higher prices in either the red scenario, which would, as I said, which would be an ABC structure in red, or it would be in the white scenario, probably also an ABC structure towards 130K, but it would be a slightly different structure. Maybe it would extend, or we would have to see. Yeah, but the bottom line is, if a 5-wave move up forms, it could be a leading diagonal and would be more clearly the bullish scenario in white. At the moment, we have a 3-wave move up from the low that formed on the 7th of April, but it could certainly turn into a 5-wave move. At this point, though, it's not clear which route it will exactly take. We'll take a look at that on a smaller time frame. Also, we are still holding below the trend line. There is no break above the trend line yet. We simply see consolidation between the last swing low that formed on the 7th of April there around the 50% retracement and this descending trend line. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame. Here for Bitcoin, we can see the white microstructure still technically absolutely valid. In this scenario, we're tracking a potential leading diagonal to the upside from the 7th of April low. We can identify waves 1 and 2, and then A, B, C in wave 3. Could then also get another 4-5 pattern. And basically that means that the current thesis is that we should see higher prices against this swing low. That was my previous communication. As long as we're holding that $78,400 level, the white scenario is preferred. But we have some additional Fibonacci support levels to watch here, especially the area between $79,999 and $83,000 dollars. And we have no evidence, though, that a substantial low has formed here in this 4th wave, in the internal 4th wave. Quick reminder, what we're tracking here is potential B-wave low that formed on the 10th of April, then wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. And has wave 5 started? Well, maybe, but I'm not convinced, okay, because it was only a 3-wave move up. Had this been a 5-wave move, it would be more clearly bullish. Also, we have not broken above resistance before the pullback, and that pullback is quite sharp. So I would not be surprised if support is being tested. I mean, the situation over the last few days, it hasn't really changed. It's just sideways consolidation from the Saturday swing high, yeah? Simply a consolidation period. Could even be a triangle that's forming here, but triangles usually break down. Or they break in the other way, or they are not reliable as such. And typically, when we start to track a triangle, it turns into something different. So I'm always skeptical about triangles. Really only track them in rare cases. I just want to mention that it could be a triangle because we're dealing with a wave 4 and we're dealing with a sideways correction. So bottom line is, to go higher, the market must break above the intraday high at 85,540 and above the red zone. That would open the door to the next upside levels at 87,894 to 90,282. As I said, the white scenario is preferred, right? I mean, I can't be clearer than that. And I also give you the key risk management level below which the probabilities will shift in favor of a more bearish scenario. That would be the yellow scenario, in which a wave 4 formed the top here on the 15th of April, last swing high, not clearly preferred until we break below the red line, but possible, okay? For now, it's simply sideways consolidation, and there is no short-term clear indication which direction the price wants to go, because the last rally was only in 3 waves. I still track it as a potential A-B setup, but I mean, it's a fragile one. It's also not a clear one, because, as I said, that rally was only in 3 waves instead of 5, then the situation would have been clearer. So yeah, just consolidating, just be aware of the relevant levels. So far, I mean, the situation hasn't changed for the last few days. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.